Hello, tubers! Just got in my next project. You're looking at a battery case from a 2012 Nissan Leaf. Many of the other hybrid car manufacturers are still using nickel metal hydride batteries. I chose the Leaf where they are lithium and easy to assemble for the desired current and voltage project. This case contains 48 8-volt lithium batteries and weighs 650 pounds. Today you can watch me disassemble this battery. When all these cells are connected together, you're talking 380 volts. One should have an education on high voltage circuits before working on this to make sure you can enjoy another day on the planet. Whenever working on a hybrid car, anything with orange can harm you, so please beware. Yeah, let's get started. I'm pretty excited to see what's inside. Okay, tubers, we got all the bolts out around the case, and it just wouldn't be a day unless you got to do battle with something. Now, they had some tamper-resistant Torx head screws which hold that plate down. And they didn't want to turn without busting your bits, so I gave them a whack on each side of the head with the air chisel and they came right out. Alrighty, got you up on a tripod. Let's go see what's inside. Where I got this battery from, they said they just got the car in. I kind of wanted to see what the state of charge of all the batteries were. So, got out the multimeter, and down here, I'm hooked into one of the bus bars with the meter. And the negative, and over on this side here, we're hooked onto the positive. So, let's grab this guy. We're going to go live, and we'll see what the battery voltage is right now. 380 plus volts. A lot of this stuff where they have your holding connectors, you got a little tool for that, get in behind and then you can give them a pop and they come off. This is the tool I'm using for that stuff. I have a few of the connectors apart already. We're going to tear out the milliamp circuits first, get the riffraff out of the way, and they got a controller here. All these connectors, usually just got to get your cadaver or your finger in just in the right spot and then it'll come apart. Well, continuing on, let's grab some bolts out here. There. These out of there. Covers off here. No, I have everything disconnected off these brackets in the back. These black ones, where they hold it on to the bracket, they can be kind of a pain. You gotta pull these little ears in from either direction, and it's gotta be done from the back side. No biggie, but I thought I'd show you that. Now, I took off the connectors here, or bolts. I started on the back battery pack here, because this lead here goes up and into the relay center. If we go around to the other side, this big feed lead here goes up into your master disconnect, which would go to that terminal there. Get on to the positive here. The negative I already have on over there with a jumper lead. Touch them on here, and this battery pack right here is 191 volts, just for the guy in the back here. So when you're all done, you just close them up. Hey tubers, didn't want to bore you with taking all the bolts out. But anyway, I think I got them all, so got the hoist hook on. Put you on a tripod and we'll give her a little tug. Here we go. tubers. It's the next day. It's pretty cold out here, so we got to get the free heat going, my waste oil stove. So let's get the day started here. As you can hear, that motor, the pump is upstairs. It's really cold out today, and as you can hear, the thermal kicks out a couple times on the motor until it really gets warmed up and starts spinning it. Yeah, I can go up and warm up the smog pump a little bit and it'll start right up, but there we go. That works too, so let's get her fired up here. And we're off and going for the day. Just thought I'd show you a waste oil burner cold start here. Yeah, we got the heat rocking, so it's time to go to work. Now, we got to get a lot of the shoehorn riffraff out of the way here. And we have the test meter hooked up again here to show you. I'm on one of the bus bars here, and if we go up into this guy here and test, we have almost 200 volts here yet. Now, not going to be much time for daydreaming where this is so tight fit here. Really some nice engineering, but let's get the rest of this apart here. I'll give you some video along the way. I just looked it over here and I decided this is the one we're going to take out first. I connected her down here. That one's going to be a little hard to get at or get the shot. But now let's see if we can get you a shot. Cool. It starts smoking. We'll unplug it. All right, progress. Yes. Located. Still got the one wire that goes under this. That might be a problem. Not really sure. It'd be nice to get it out of there though. And I see what might be a lock tab right here. That would be nice if it is. Oh, cool. Way too easy. Alright. This guy's out of there. I think what we're going to do is start getting some more of these wire retainers out of the way. There. No swearing necessary. It's great. The thing I like about doing these is you always get a whole bunch of extra bolts and these type of deals where you kind of restock your bolt there. There. Yay. Okay. So next I'd like to get this black bar here out of the way so we got a little better access to the bus bars. Now if you're watching this, I bet you know how to take bolts out, so I didn't think we needed to show you that. And, let's pop these connectors here off, or these retainers, and then we should be able to get that out of the way. Alrighty, now I got another part when I build the next hole guard, eh? What I'd like to do next is get this out of here. But now remember that this bus line here is live. I popped, there's two tabs to release to access your bolt on your bus bar here. Now these batteries are all isolated from your chassis ground, but still you don't want to get stupid. Let's take this off here and we can get that guy out of here. Meanwhile, you still never touch anything to yourself to the ground. I put a little bit of Gumby on this stuff, so it holds the nut, so you take it out, it don't fall back in there. So now we should be able to take that bus bar off, and we're going to isolate these batteries here, so it won't be a concern. We should be able to take him out now. Alright, this is a cover I see. There's some release tabs down here, so you should be able to get that off. Any of you people ever done a Rubik's Cube? You know, I tried in the past and I could never do one of them things. The only way I could do it is take it apart and then reassemble it. Then I could make it look like I knew how to do one. But yeah, kind of something from the past that was entertaining. Let's see if I can get this cover off. Oh yeah, I do like how all our stuff is made, that's for sure. Yeah. Have another one here. What's inside? What's inside? Oh yeah, you can see what's inside. Yeah, cool. Let's press one and continue here. Some body strip caulk, in case some of you were wondering what I stuck on there. I don't have a magnet for the socket. So, yeah, it's all right. There we go. More parts and pieces. More parts and pieces. That's a nice cable back too. Cool. Okay, we have 4 nuts that hold this on. Bolts. There you go. That guy comes out. Now, we should be able to get this out of here. Cool. Another step done to get this apart. Now, I pull the bolts out, a little bracket, hold that piece there. Now, these hold downs are really being a pain because you can't get under them with this tool here. So what I came up with, I just went down to the body shop and here's what I tried, and this works really good for getting the result that you can't get at it. So I'd show you. We're going to get the bus bar out of the way here so we can get this guy off. Let's start here. And of course these are live, so gotta be careful. Yeah, there, that guy's out of the way. We'll put the covers back. And that one, it don't matter. 3 nuts and 1 bolt. 3 nuts removed, and this guy goes away. Okay, had to pop some more of them connectors free. Took a bracket off that was in here, and this is now ready to go away. Okay, let's grab that bus bar out of here. I got the covers unlocked. You'll notice whenever I'm working on this stuff, I never touch on something where I'm grounded and then touch a connector like that. That's the kind of thing you don't want to do. I just thought I'd pass that. So we're all isolated there now. Okay, I wanted to take the bus bar off here, but I didn't go to the Mr. Obvious class that day, I guess, and Now I see that there's a bracket that holds this whole thing together as an assembly. So I'm going to have to pull this out, each one separately, and get them on the floor, and then we'll split everything down from there. Okay, if some of you were wondering what this apparatus here is for, it's really for putting engines in a car. What you can do when you turn this crank, it changes the center of gravity on your engine transmission assembly. So as you're putting the engine in the car, you can change this, tip it down on the transmission, and once that gets past the firewall, then you can level it back out and drop the engine right into the motor modes. It's really come in handy for this project here. And anyway, I should have it pretty much so centered, so let's wipe out these batteries. One down, one go. Take the last battery out of here, and then we can start working on separating the wall and building the battery packs that I need from charging. It'll be cold out today, I'm all dressed up, and this piece here is going in the optional bin of the storage unit. Well, can't forget part B. Yeah, you guys want to ride along with me out there to drop this off? Looks like it wants to bail already. We'll have to take it easy. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to make it. It's about ready to fall. Alright, thought I was going to drop, but I had to stop here. Anyway, we get back in here, and here comes a train, of course. Yeah, got it in here, so let's get out of here. It's cold. It's really cold out today. Alright, let me in, let me in. Brr. That dog snuck out or what there, huh? Alright. Cool, back to work. Okay, now we're going to take these covers off here and have a look behind, see what's in there. One. There we go. Get around the corner here. One more. There. Terminal's exposed, and we can commence to taking all this apart so we can separate these batteries. I decided it'd be a good idea to separate these with the bus bar here first. And this thing here is playing Stump the Mechanic, so I gotta see how the heck to release the tabs on him. Hey, cool. Alright. Right, I'm gonna start with disconnecting this bus bar right here. Connects the two batteries together. Just take out all the rest of them. Remember when you used to test a 9-volt battery and you'd stick your tongue on it? If you got a shock, the battery was good? I don't think that'd come into play on these here. These little Phillips screws here, These are for equalizers, which that's what the computer controlled for each cell here. I've got the rest of the screws and bolts removed, and let's get this off of here. Good. There you have it. Now another thing I'll do at times is I'll take a regular wrench on several of the bolts, and that'll give you an idea how tight the factory's putting them on, so when you build your batteries, you kind of know about what to expect for tension in your bolts now. Now, get everything all loosened up and pull him off, and now the batteries all come apart. Okay, started disassembling this last battery pack. I have all the brackets that were on it all around off, and I'm starting to remove all the bolts here for all your connections. Now you want to do this before you split these down and pull these rods out, because all this stuff's going to want to spread. So if you do this first, you don't have to worry about damaging something. Okay. Zap the rest of the bolts out. And a few screws. Now it's time to pop this off. These are all going to be under tension, so we're going to try to walk these off evenly. You can see they're all moving a little bit as I loosen these. Yeah, a little bit of tension here. Alright. Now all that's left is just start separating the batteries. Okay, tubers, I got things kind of picked up in here, but I want to give you a few more pointers in case you plan on building something out of these batteries. Now on the top here, where they have this plate, that's for is if you go to tighten these down, that supports the case much better. And another thing to know, you see there's these collars in here, spacers, so things don't get overly crushed. Now, if we take this battery off here, you'll notice in between each battery they have these. So once again, if you were to clamp a bunch of batteries together without these, you're going to mess them up. So a little something here I thought you'd like to be aware of. Now, for a little better understanding what's inside the case here, there's 4 batteries total inside. They have 2 and 2 in parallel. And when they add the 2 parallel in a series, you get 8 volts. So here's your parallel 2, that's 4 volts. Here's your parallel 2, you have 4 volts. And then when you put them 2 and 2 in a series, you have 8 volts. So now you have a better understanding how one battery works. Okay, now some of you people, I gotta tell you this, some of you people are probably wondering what's the reason for the madness. 2 of these right here equal an amp hour to 1 of those. Now, for as far as a deep cycle, if you do beyond a 50% depth of discharge, it shortens the crap out of the life. So basically, if you got a car with a 20-gallon tank, you should only be using 10 gallons of fuel before you put some more in it. These are good for 90% depth of discharge. And to top it off, this is what I'm going to be putting in there, and this is 2 times. We're going to parallel up 2 batteries together, so this will be more than double of what was in there, and especially where you can go to 90% depth of discharge. And we're talking 100 pounds less weight. A couple more things too. I'm going to be running another 10 volts over what I had. And also with them batteries, they don't have the voltage drop like a lead acid does on a hard driven circuit. So in the modulator, I can set that all up, accommodate for everything. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, the EV battery. This thing's been actually a blast. I do use it a lot for yard work other than goofing around too. But if you thought it did nice burnouts and wheelies before, it ought to really be a lot of fun when I get this project done. But like I say, I'll be shooting a video of that and showing you folks a before and after and putting them in there. Meerkat. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, slap that like button. That's very much appreciated at my end. Thank you. Okay. Here's a little peek of what I'm working on right now. This was a 1970-ish salvage unit I bought for $450 in 2001. That put it in the affordable category, and of course it didn't look like this when it showed up. In 2011, I updated the electronics, motors, and drives. I'm currently updating the batteries. There are projects here, like this one, that I never do videos on because I don't know, I just figured they wouldn't be interesting enough. Let me know your thoughts. Oh boy. Man, this is fun now. Oh yeah.